let's get into Wrestle Kingdom, man. That like this big talk of the weekend, man. Got the wrestling world on fire.
One of the best events I've ever seen, man.
Oh yeah, always a great way to start 2000. You know what I'm saying? Great way to start the year. You know what I'm saying? They started it big with 2017 with Kenny Omega and Okada. You know what I'm saying? With Wrestle Kingdom 11, and now you got, you know what I'm saying, Chris Jericho and Omega and Okada and Naito, and you know what I'm saying, just such a, you know what I'm saying, big, a crazy card. But you know what I'm saying, how did you feel about the event, and you know what I'm saying, where do you know what I'm saying, what was one of your standout matches, and we can go in from there.
I think I made the post yesterday. I give it an A. I give the whole event an A, man. Like, I'm not gonna jump out because I'm not really. Like, I watch NJPW, but I don't watch it as often as like you do or like Dustin do. So for even a casual fan, this event was A1, my nigga. Like the wrestling, like if you just watching this wrestling, these niggas tore the fucking house down. As far as standout matches go, people talking about Omega and Jericho, my nigga, Coda and Cody was like a fucking classic.
Yeah, that match definitely, for the time that they had, them niggas put on, son. Because it was only like 20 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, they went a little over 20 because Jericho and Omega went by almost 40.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Take out entrances and shit. Yeah, that's about right time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I thought they did amazing. Like, just you know, so we can start with that match. Like, I thought, you know what I'm saying, Cody, you know, is just really coming to fruition with his, you know what I'm saying, heel character, man. From even going to Beach Blonde, old school style, like
his
Ring, son, the Ring, Brandy, like, he's killing this shit right now, son. Like, I mean, Miz and Maurice still number one as the number one power couple in WWE to me. I mean, Triple H and Steph, they out the like ring, but like
I'm about to say,
right now,
yeah.
I'm talking about like right now, like, you know what I'm saying, active people. You know what I'm saying, Miz and Maurice is doing their thing. You know what I'm saying, but son, Cody and Brandy. Everybody was talking about Mike Bennett and Maria, man. Cody and Brandy, they about to start cooking in 2018.
Yeah, it's the ceiling is very high for them as a power couple.
Like, I thought, you know what I'm saying, just, I mean, Brandy as a wrestler, it's not something I'm interested in seeing after watching the one match I've seen. Yeah, the one match I've seen where it was weak sauce. It was weak.
She got to be from the sideline. She can't be in the ring.
But yeah, though, she was definitely a good ballet. Pardon me.
Question: do you think? Like, did you happen to see what happened between Cody and Omega?
Yeah, we can talk about that. We can talk about that after.
I was gonna ask y'all, like, does that? You know what I mean, you think this nigga's next up?
Yeah. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that after the match and such like that, because I just wanted to focus on like how, like, if you really think about it, the matches Cody's been in this year. I mean, well, starting this year and last year, the guys like Nora Suzuki, Okada, you know what I'm saying, and now Kota Ibushi. These are guys who are like, if you really think about it, are kind of like
respected.
Out of wrestling wise, these are dudes that are almost kind of out of Cody's league. Like, but Cody has
they're respected names
up, bro. Right, but Cody's been stepping up to the plate though, son. Like, his match with Okada was dope. His match with Suzuki was dope. His match with Cody was dope. Like, his heel tactics, you know what I'm saying, like, is really getting him over. Oh, yeah, son. Oh, yeah. But take nothing away from Kota Ibushi. This match showed why he's still one of my top 5 wrestlers in the game right now. Like, this dude.
That ass top 5?
Yes, dude. Like, son, I'll give you the list after the joint. Trust me. But I'm telling you, Kota, from this match, like, don't take nothing away from with Cody's character. Coda has just as much character as anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying, from just his babyface character, like, you know what I'm saying, when he did the springboard outside and he hit Cody and Brandy and instantly went to her, and that set up for, you know what I'm saying, Cody to, you know what I'm saying, punch him in the face. And the way he sells, oh my God, this dude is an amazing seller. You know what I'm saying? On top
Very
of that,
Ziggler-esque.
Man, the kickboxing background, you know what I'm saying, his high flying, like that Phoenix splash, oh my God, that was beautiful.
I remember seeing that shit at the Cruiserweight Classic. Yo, that shit looked fire, dude.
Like I said, man, so, like, it was a great match, like, great match. Both, you know what I'm saying, both got what they needed out the match. Great heel heat, great babyface work. You know what I'm saying, Brandy got to do what she got to do, like, get her character up. I thought it was an amazing match. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a good way to, you know what I'm saying, it didn't start the match. It was like the third match maybe. But like I said, shout out to both of them. We got I think Coda took the win with the Phoenix Splash. After that they had the New Year's Dash, which you were talking about, where they had a 10-man tag match with Coda, I forgot who else was in the match, and the Bullet Club. And they were getting ready to jump Coda, and hit him with a chair, and Kenny ran in to, you know what I'm saying, stop them. Now, going back, Kenny and Coda were a tag team in DDT, and you know what I'm saying, other places also came in New Japan as a tag team, and they had their own, you know what I'm saying, personal relationship as a tag team. But they, you know what I'm saying, went their separate ways when Kenny went to Bullet Club and all that such. And
he still respects,
you know what I'm saying, Coda. Yeah, they still like, you know what I'm saying, they still like, you know what I'm saying, they still like bros. Like, I don't, like, that's still the homie. Like, they never had a bad, you know what I'm saying, split. It was just one, like, it was kind of more so Gato had wanted, you know what I'm saying, the promoters had wanted Kenny to be singles, they wanted Coda to be a singles competitor. They wanted Kenny to go to Bullet Club, they wanted Coda to go up in junior heavyweight and do his thing there. And that happened. So it wasn't really like no storyline breakup or anything like that. It's just more so background shit. But the way they tie it into the actual storylines that's going on in the ring makes it great, though. Because a lot of people were anticipating the Coda-Kenny match in 2017, but we might get the Kenny-Cody match that we were kind of wanting last year also.
Yeah.
It kind of just got, like, flew under the rug. Well, I think this might ignite it, because if you heard in the Cody and Kota Ibushi match, he said something to Kota. It was like, Kenny doesn't love you like I love you. Some weird shit that, you know, Cody always saying some weird shit. Like, he's always saying some crazy shit in the ring, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's the weird Stardust version of him. I don't know. But he said something to that extent, and then kind of like planted a seed to what happens right here at New Year's Dash. And if anybody doesn't know what New Year's Dash is the event that kind of sets up storylines for going into the current year. So that was one of the things.
So that precedes Wrestle Kingdom?
That's right after. It's like the Raw. It's like the Raw after Mania.
Okay.
But the thing though is with other than with Kenny and Cody, you got, I'm gonna say, hey, we can go to this next match. You had Kenny getting fucked up by Jay White, aka Switchblade, somebody who I've been watching Pat in 2017. But Jay White, his match with Hiroshi Tanahashi, I thought was a really good match also, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could say probably maybe a little better, you know what I'm saying, than the Cody and Ibushi match, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But maybe not.
Around for ages, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, that's their Cena.
I thought Okada was their Cena.
Nah, Okada's their Roman.
Nigga. The way they pushing Okada's their Cena.
I'm telling you, bro. like I said, I'll give you the background. I'll show you this video that gives you a good background of the of like people's positions and such. But yeah, Tanahashi and Jay White, like I thought there was a really good match to really like kind of highlight, you know what I'm saying, Jay White in my opinion, because I really wanted to see him battle on a high level. I mean, you know what I'm saying, fight at a high level. And this was a match that I thought he did, you know what I'm saying, against a guy who's as seasoned as any wrestler I've seen, you know, in today's wrestling. Like, especially at his age, he's not old, but he's not the youngest in the bunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tanahashi old, man. Like he's like elder statesman old.
Hey, I'll say he's in his, you know what I'm saying, like I think he's in his like late 30s, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, I thought they were an amazing match. Like, he kind of started off with, you know what I'm saying, Jay White kind of really trying to take like he kept talking about saying like you're the ace and things like that. Kind of really taking his stance in New Japan as like being a top dog, because he was a young lion in a way, like a PG in a sense. You know what I'm saying? In New Japan, and he came up in the New Japan dojo. So this is kind of like his Summer Madness. You know what I'm saying?
Who, Jay White?
Yeah.
That Switchblade nigga, I see a lot of people are big on him, man. You big on him too. He look like he could be the future.
I really like him, dude. Like, the thing is, like, he has a good height, like nice build, no homo. Like, he has everything that can be like a rightful, you know what I'm saying, player in the game. He can get airborne, he can get technical, he can brawl with you. Like that spike DDT, brainbuster, whatever that was on the apron was cold, son.
Yeah, that shit looked like it hurt, man. That shit. Yo, NJPW be doing their spots look painful.
Oh yeah, not to backtrack, but the crossroads off the apron, one of the nastiest spots of the night. One of the nastiest spots of the night, dude.
I say the shit the Bucks did to 3K. I forgot what it was. We shared the video.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that next. But like I said, with the with things like that, and you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, Tanahashi has his, I won't say his routine, not say like in a bad way, but he kind of has a way to break down his opponent with the, you know what I'm saying, the dragon screw, and you know what I'm saying, he's trying to get aggressive with Jay White, and he kind of, like, in the beginning of the match, he kind of was, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, but Jay White started getting his work in and such, but Tanahashi ended up taking the win with the high fly flow and such. But the way he did it, though, yo, Jay White was, like, getting up in a, like, kind of like in a crouch position, like in a slunched over position with his back bent, and Son did the high fly flow landing right on his back, dude, and just planting him to the ground. Shit was vicious, son.
Yo,
shit was vicious. And he got the W with
the strong style. That shit, they don't play with that.
Like, motherfuckers was not playing in those first, like, couple singles matches, son. Like, Kota and Cody was going at it. You know what I'm saying? These two was going at it with Tanahashi and Jay White, man. It was brutal. Definitely a brutal match. Great match too, man. Yeah. I kind of wanted to see, like, I mean, I like Tanahashi with the IC title, with their IC title. Like, he's great with the title. I thought it would have been a change of the hands with him, because he was like somebody who was kind of new to the game, like new to the their main stage in a way. I thought they would have kind of, you know what I'm saying, gave the torch to him, because it's like a young dude. IC title can be able to, you know, put a young face on it. I don't know, but maybe it's not time for him yet.
I mean, it could have legitimized Switchblade a little bit, you know, giving him a singles title. You know, it's not pushing him to the moon, you know, per se, but they're so big on him, why not give him the belt?
I hear you, but maybe not big on him as yet. So we'll talk about what he's going to be doing, you know what I'm saying, in the later, a little bit later But Young Bucks and, you know what I'm saying, Roppongi 3K, which is the underlings of Roppongi Vice, which was Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta. But now Trent Beretta's on the singles / still tag team little journey right now. But Rocky Romero he's managing these guys. So
Rocky Romero was with Beretta, yeah.
So from what I was told, that these dudes like went on an excursion to Mexico, went to ROH like a couple of the guys in New Japan did, came back with the new wave, you know what I'm saying, with Rocky Romero. Now they, you know what I'm saying, they got the IWGP Junior Heavyweight titles in their first like big debut at King of Pro Wrestling. And ever since then they've been, you know what I'm saying, on a, you know what I'm saying, kind of on a hot streak. But now they had the Bucks come back. And the way these motherfuckers was talking about putting their jerseys in the rafters, son.
They was talking spicy to the Bucks.
Talking greasy, son. The Bucks was talking about, you know what I'm saying, putting their jerseys in the rafters after becoming 7-time champs. I was like, yo, the greasiness.
This Bucks was disrespectful, man.
I was like, talk, son. But the match was great though. Like, I thought they had, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't like one of those like wild out Bucks matches where it's like 50 million super kicks or anything like that, or wild spots and all like that. But
nah, these niggas wrestled.
Yeah, they actually wrestled. Like, you know what I'm saying, they had good spots where like
it was wrestling.
Like, what were some of your favorite parts of the match?
The shit you shared with the nigga had him like in a wheelbarrow position. And then either Nick or Matt jumped on the top rope.
It was Nick Jackson did the swanton.
Yeah, my nigga. I've never seen that before.
And that shit was nasty. The way he like just flopped to the ground was disgusting.
I think that's a spot of the match for me.
Between that and Nick fucking himself up when he went over the rope. I mean, Matt fucking himself up when he went over the rope. I thought that shit was crazy. So I was like, that nigga fucked himself up, son.
For real.
But he had some pretty funny match, like when they powerbombed Rocky on the apron. They ended up powerbombing, I think it was Yo. Yo. The names is Yo and Show. So I forget which one is which. But they powerbombed one of them on there too, and I thought that shit was funny as hell. Like, them niggas was fucking them niggas up on that apron. No, never mind. I'm sorry. I think it ended up backdropping Nick on that apron. You know what I'm saying?
That's how he fucked himself up.
They were selling those back injuries though. I think that was the story of the match. Was like, I think Matt and Yo had the back injuries, and as the Nick and Show were kind of like trying to like come to their aid and kind of carry the match in a way. You know what I'm saying? While they had their back injuries. Because Nick had
it was a good match.
Nick had one spot where the nigga did like a corkscrew off the rope, son, to the outside.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I think it was I can't tell these niggas apart. So Yo,
the one who had the gold pants, I think.
Yeah, dog, that shit looked fucking. Yo, man, this match. My nigga, for a tag team match, this match was fire.
Like, I like the sharpshooter spot in the beginning. I like, you know what I'm saying, even Show and Yo, like, they had some great spots in the match where, like, I forgot, it was like this one sequence they had. I forgot, it's like, Yo came out with a running kick and some shit like that. Oh, man, I forgot the sequence. But the shit was so cold, son. And it's like them niggas went back to back with like 3 or 4 moves, son. Like,
that's the Young Bucks, man.
Really great
Young Bucks
tag
matches
team from
leave you like that.
Yeah, man. So, but shout out to, you know what I'm saying, the Roppongi 3K, but, you know what I'm saying, keeping up with them, though. You know what I'm saying? But Young Bucks definitely deserved that win, man. They showed out. Definitely showed out.
What's that, 7-time tag champion?
7 times, son.
They got nothing else left to prove, man.
So let's go on to the next joint. They had one match I didn't really watch, I ain't gonna hold you, with the 6-man gauntlet. Like, those matches kind of,
with
I skipped that.
OG, BCOGs?
It was Fale and Gorillas of Destiny. And then you had Los Ingobernables, I think it was.
And I think you had these niggas, Davey Boy Jr., who I didn't know he was in New Japan.
Yeah, the 6-man I ain't really watched, but if you watch it, I mean, you can get your thoughts. But I definitely watched it.
Nah, I didn't really. I know they lost the belts, and then they won them back on New Year's Dash.
Yeah. But the tag team for the IWGP Tag Team Championship match, that was a good match. Like, son, Killer Elite Squad, yo, that nigga, what's his name, Lance Archer? That nigga
Lance Archer.
That nigga something different,
that nigga,
bro.
He used to be in WWE. He was Vance Archer in WWE.
That 2000s era? Because he's not mad niggas in and out of that shit.
Yeah, him and Davey Boy. Davey Boy was with Tyson Kidd. That's why I was surprised when I think Davey Boy in Japan.
Well, he's been there for a minute.
Yeah, I had no idea.
They rolling with Suzuki Gun, with Minoru Suzuki and their crew and shit. You know what I'm saying? They just as savage as them niggas, yo. Big hoss ass niggas, yo. You know what I'm saying? But they really portray that like that monster tag team that sorry to say that WWE needs, man. Like they need that type of shit, man. And them niggas,
they do.
I mean, I know Archer can't be coming spitting water on niggas, like, but that nigga was wildin', son. He was on one. Like, that nigga had more bottles than Triple H had on deck ever in his life.
Shit.
Now,
I liked Archer this match.
Coming from?
I liked Archer.
The nigga pants was tight as fuck.
Yeah. He can move with them. I
don't know where the fuck he had them bottles, son.
Did you end up watching the Fatal 4-Way for the junior heavyweight?
Well, I wanted to just finish on the tag team match. Like I said, with them, great match with those. Like, but one thing I was saying, like, I didn't feel like even though Los Ingobernables won, I feel like they really it was more of a match to really still build Killer Elite Squad, because them motherfuckers dominated that fucking match, son. Like, them niggas really dominated, and, like, LIJ came in and, like, clutch and won that shit, but them motherfuckers, Sonata was getting fucked up. Like, they started the match with their finisher, fucked Evil up for a second. Them niggas went ham on Sonata for the rest of the match.
Killer Elite. I think they'd be a team to watch. Killer Elite. This match got me familiar with them because I had no idea that Davey Boy and Archer were in NJPW.
Oh yeah, but they lost the titles. You know what I'm saying? Went to LIJ to kind of continue to build them up as the top faction in New Japan right now. So
it's looking like it.
It's definitely looking like it in a way, even without the you know what I'm saying, without Naito winning the title. But let's go on to the next joint. Minoru Suzuki and you want to go Minoru Suzuki? Want to go Fatal 4-Way?
Well, I didn't watch the Minoru Suzuki match. You talking about Suzuki and Goto, the hair versus hair?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean I saw, like, you know how like Facebook niggas be sharing and shit. I saw when like Goto beat him, but nah, I mean the Fatal 4-Way was dog.
Yo, I mean the Suzuki was fucking Goto up, son. This nigga really was putting the beats on this nigga, son. Like, this nigga had this nigga in the fiend, strangling this nigga from the top rope, my nigga. Like, it was foul, my G. The nigga really was, like, I don't know if the nigga really was passed out or he was selling that shit, like, amazingly. But that nigga looked dead for a second, my G. And then it was like, you know what I'm saying, Goto had his moments where he was coming back, you know what I'm saying, like, spinning heel kick hair. Like, he kind of reminds me of Rusev in the way he kind of wrestles. But Goto's dope, though, you know what I'm saying? he just doesn't really have
He's big, but he can move.
Yeah, he doesn't have a outstanding personality. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like a stern, I just want to wrestle type nigga. You know what I'm saying? But kind of like I think it's kind of like a samurai in a sense, kind of gimmick as such. But you know what I'm saying? He won with a nasty like reverse GTR, then did the actual GTR. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He got the match. Suzuki ended up, you know what I'm saying, shaving the back of his head, but I know that nigga Goto's face was on fire, yo. That nigga, I swear to God, this nigga Suzuki was a slapboxing champ in school, so like, he was slapping the piss out of this nigga, son. Yo, he was slapping the fucking, yo, oh my God. Like, niggas thought Kata was getting the beats with them slaps. Yo, this nigga Goto was getting fucked up. But shout out to Goto, you know what I'm saying? Getting his never open weight title.
He gets to keep his hair.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But you got fucked up. Very bad.
Facts.
Fatal 4-Way, amazing match, yo. Definitely I'll say my third favorite match on the card.
Really, a third favorite? I mean, I mean, yeah. Because I was gonna say I put it over Cody and Kota, but nah, yeah, third is right where it should be.
But man, like, what can I say? This is how cruiserweight matches should look.
The spot that Ospreay did on the ladder, the moonsault off the ladder, that's
amazing, dude. The spots were perfect for me, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't too, like, what the fuck are they doing type shit, you know what I'm
saying? They do this, like, man. That's what they do.
I thought the sequences were perfect. Like, I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, Marty was being the great villain. He was being, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Kushida was being as technically sound as he always done. The way he be catching niggas with them arm bars be so fucking vicious.
That clothesline that Marty did on Will, oh my God, where he had that nigga doing a 360 in the air.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Oh.
But like things like that, you know what I'm saying? I thought, you know what I'm saying? When my man Hiromu Takahashi, which is, dude, I think he's definitely gonna be. He's one of my favorite dudes in that division, yo. One of my favorite dudes in New Japan, to be honest. But when he started hitting niggas with all them the sunset power bombs, oh my God, dude.
Oh my God.
The nigga Marty head got stuck between the fucking guardrail.
Yo, when Marty caught this nigga Will was doing like a back, he was doing a springboard back elbow type shit, and Marty caught this nigga in midair, caught him with the
he was about to do his Oz cutter. Yeah. Now the thing with them two, like, they had beef, basically. They've been rivals for years, you know what I'm saying, going back, you know what I'm saying, to UK. And, you know what I'm saying, they always do that same spot. You know what I'm saying? It's just when it happens, it's like you never know exactly
I ain't know that.
Going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's kind of like their personal spot, you know what I'm saying, that they do. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, not taking nothing away from them, I still thought they were both was doing exceptionally well in this match. Like, Ospreay was in his rare form, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was amazing. Like, everybody was amazing in this match. Like,
equally, yeah. It was a good showing for all four of them.
Yeah, I guess the big story was for Ospreay to finally get his win on Marty Scurll, which he never did, which I thought was something which I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because
I thought he had a win on him on WCPW. I thought Scurll beat Ospreay in that.
Maybe so. Cause I don't know. I always seen him. I thought he won. I thought he beat him at for the ROH TV title. I don't know. That's what I remember. Probably not. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, that was such a fire match. Like, them dudes really put on. I'm not sure
spots
who was
everywhere.
next up.
I think
But they were
it
good
was.
spots,
No, definitely. I think it was Tanahashi, Jay White, but we already touched on that. So I think.
Oh no, I was about to say
what was
I was trying to say what was the next who I forgot who was going up for the title next. I'm not sure if it was Hiromu or not. I think it might be Hiromu going up for the
Who won the match?
No, who's going up for the junior heavyweight title next? I think it's Hiromu who's up next.
Yeah.
Which I think, him and Ospreay are gonna have some good matches, man. Like, Hiromu's different, bro. Like, that ticking time bomb.
Is it anything like this Fatal 4-Way?
Son, did you see his finisher? The ticking time bomb. Where he has him on his shoulder, and then he turns him, and then puts him into a valley driver in some way. Like, it's cold, bro. Shit is cold. Like I said, it's something different.
Yo. He tried doing it on Marty too. Marty.
Oh yeah, like I said, everybody, you know what I'm saying, like I said, did their thing in this match. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was a loser in this match in my eyes. I think they all definitely was able to showcase what they needed to showcase. Next, man, we got do we have we got Omega. We got Omega and
Omega Jericho
and Y2J. Man, can you say classic, right? But this was some ECW shit. Like, this was fucking. Oh,
the ring
man,
psychology displayed in this match was fire. It was A1.
Like, first of all, Omega outfit a little much.
Nah, that's Omega though. That's him. That's how he do.
I know he do. Like, but this one was. I thought this one was kind of trash.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Omega. So, because Jericho was doing a lot of heel shit in this match, so Jericho was the heel coming in.
Oh yes, most definitely.
But Omega's also a heel. So, did a double turn happen here?
No, not at all. Like, it's things like where in New Japan, where you got your heels, then you got your bad guys who the people like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Naito is the bad guy that people like. You know what I'm saying? But he still does fucked up heel shit, like spit right on your ass.
Jericho was wilding. He was wilding in red shoes the whole night.
But that's the thing. He wanted to make that separation because he knew Kenny was, you know what I'm saying, the best over here. And he knew the people loved him, so he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, kind of make that separation. Like, okay, I guess I'm going to be since I'm the outsider, I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, portray myself as such. You know what I'm saying? He portrayed that self like that in the press conferences and everything.
A guy Gene.
Yeah, I thought he did great in this joint, you know what I'm saying? Like, beginning the match, like, just as he showed, like, the disrespect. Like, usually when, you know what I'm saying, Kenny starts having his big matches, you go over there, hug the Bucks and such, you know what I'm saying? They wish him good luck in the match and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? But Y2J wasn't with none of that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? That nigga said, fuck all that.
Fuck all that.
Yo, the nigga was, the Bucks was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, Kenny didn't tell us about this shit. Like, what the fuck is this nigga doing, yo? I thought this shit was hilarious, my G. Like,
started the match on a good note like that.
Yo. And when he started that shit, man, that shit was looking like some KO Sammy type shit. Like, but like I said, they from the beginning.
Jericho was in his bag.
Yo, for real, like the way they sold this shit from the beginning to the end of this feud, not the match, this feud, like it's perfect, son. Like, it set the tone for what Jericho can do in this, you know what I'm saying, this match. The disrespect, like, yeah, when Son fucking, Like when Kenny Omega missed the crossbody to the outside and he went through the table, and he even fucked Don Callis up. Random. Shout out to Don Callis for being a fucking fire ass fucking commentator this night. Yo, dude was on fire.
Yeah,
man.
Don Callis,
he was
man,
in
he's been around for ages.
Son. OG Cyrus.
Ooh, they don't remember that. Come
on, son. We're Dre when you need him. But yeah, man, he was on one like that night, but he definitely got fucked up in that little miss by Kenny Omega, because he was right there at the table. But from there, you see, you know what I'm saying, they kind of do the replay, and as soon as they cut back, you see this nigga Y2J got Kenny in the walls of Jericho, bro. Like, dude is on, this nigga. I mean, Y2J was on one this match, bro. Like, he was not playing no games. Like, and he had that shit synced in, my G.
I forgot what was the spot, but I think Omega was gonna go for like a Hurricanrana spot, and I forgot what it was, but this nigga Jericho reversed that shit into a Walls of Jericho. I was like, yo.
Oh, okay. You talking about the first counter.
Yeah.
What was he about to do? Damn, what was he about to do? Was it that?
It looked like a Hurricanrana.
It was. I forgot what the fuck he was about to do. But I know the last one. But he had the first jump where he like rolled him up, and he like went right under his legs, and then he
the swanton spot.
He was about to pin him. Then he went into the Walls of Jericho. That was cold. Then he had the one when he was about to get the One Winged Angel. Then he came into the Walls of Jericho again. Dude, those were like two of my favorite. Definitely two of my favorite. You know what I'm saying, Walls of Jericho counters. Like, those are cold, son.
My nigga Jericho is 48. 48 years old. Doing this shit.
In his bag, son. In his bag. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
Swanton spot like that on the outside. Fire.
Oh yeah, the Rise of the Terminator, like, that's always, you know what I'm saying, those shits just be clean, son. Like, out of everybody that does that fucking move, from Finn, Sammy, fucking every cruiserweight, like, I don't care what nobody says, son. This nigga Kenny's joints be fucking clean, son.
On the subject
of
Kenny,
be clean.
This time last year, and I told you this time last year, I was calling this nigga overrated. My nigga, Kenny is pound for pound the best in the world.
About time your ass came to your damn senses. Like,
yo, I'm telling you, with the G1 made me believe it. But this match with Jericho is kind of what did it. Like this nigga, pound for pound, if you like niggas want to put AJ over him, I don't know, because I'm not mad
when people say that, but when you tell me, you know what I'm saying, after you watch these matches, like, you still feel like this nigga is just a scrub or something, like, or it's not even at this nigga's level, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta
like
be kidding me.
Pound for pound, best in the world. There's no debating that anymore. No more.
Like, man, like, AJ gotta have one of them years. Him and Shinsuke gotta probably outdo their last match.
They probably won't, because it's WWE. There are gonna be so many restrictions in that match. This was a no DQ match, and look at how they did it.
I won't say that. Like, Shinsuke and AJ can probably be able to cook up a good match, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I ain't gonna say probably. They can cook up a good match.
If
AJ and Finn can cook up a good match on the fly, I know Shinsuke and AJ can.
You've seen AJ Nakamura and NJPW, right? That match?
Yeah.
It's not going to be better than that match.
That's the only way I'm saying. Like, if AJ has, I'm going to say even has to be better, but if you even has some shit that's even close to that, you know what I'm saying? He good. Like, I'm not saying he good, but, like, he definitely can, you know what I'm saying, definitely start this year right. But he needs some more. He needs some better talent. He needs some more talent to have better matches with. Like, you can't just keep carrying everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what was that again?
I don't know what that's going to amount
hear
to.
you.
I'm saying you just can't keep really carrying everybody. I don't know what that's really going to amount to in his matches. You know what I'm saying?
AJ, that's the thing. Kenny didn't have to carry Y2J. AJ has to carry every opponent that he faces.
Well, I ain't gonna say every because like him and Gable had a good match with each other. You know what I'm saying? Who else had a good match with him? You know,
I mean, Cena,
like that, Finn,
but it'd be the
Finn,
Cena.
you know what I'm saying? He carried a lot of Cena matches, in my opinion.
What?
Yes.
So him and Cena at the Rumble is a good match.
Bruh, that was right.
Not the most.
Son, bruh, that's not even one of my favorite matches. Like dude, come on.
What?
You act like they didn't have two matches that were damn near the same fucking spots.
Dustin, this nigga
Like
bugging, man.
same match.
Yeah, facts.
That wasn't the same match as Money in the Bank.
Nah.
Well, it had a lot more to ride on it, though. It had a lot more.
Was it not the same match as Money in the Bank, dude? They did the same spots and everything. Damn, they sold y'all niggas on a dream.
Nah, that's false. That shit was fire. The ending was fire. I mean, I don't remember the Money in the Bank match, to be honest with you. So not over the Royal Rumble, bro.
Yes, it was. They had Money in the. I mean, they had SummerSlam.
Yeah,
that was when the club interfered. That was when the club interfered, right?
Yeah, that was the beat up John Cena joint.
Yeah, Money in the Bank was the best one, bro.
No, bro, Royal. There was too much with that, though, man. Like, so with the Ric Flair record at stake, on top of because when you see a John Cena match, you're always wondering if he's gonna put him over.
We knew Cena was gonna get that. AJ beat him twice.
Nah, man.
Clean.
I didn't.
Clean as a whistle.
Clean. Like, with that on the line, you knew he was going to get it, and he just came back out of nowhere. Like, come on, man. The SummerSlam one the Slam one was good, but it ended on a fluke. And not the Money in the Bank one was the best one. Dude, it was an interference by the club.
No, SummerSlam. I'm talking about SummerSlam.
That was SummerSlam.
Nah, Money in the Bank they interfered.
That's what I asked.
Nigga, you said they interfered in the SummerSlam one.
No, I said Money in the Bank. I said SummerSlam. Yeah, I said SummerSlam. That's what I said. Yeah, I said yeah.
That's my favorite.
Whatever.
The best AJ match since he's come.
Whatever one the club didn't interfere in, is the best one.
The SummerSlam one. Yep.
And that was the second one? The Money in the Bank come first,
right?
That
was the one where... Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
The SummerSlam one was this nigga went to SmackDown, where he got drafted to SmackDown.
But I just, because we just want to finish up before this hour, finish up on WK. But, like I said, with that, like I said, Cena and AJ, like I said, the SummerSlam match was the best one. The Royal Rumble one, they recreated basically the same moments, bro.
Did Cena do the double?
Yes.
The double FU?
That's how he won.
They did that? Okay, cool.
That's how he won.
They had a couple callbacks.
A couple?
A couple. And I remember because you were the only nigga in the group
you had
that
three.
said that. You were like, yo, this man callbacks.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
it was still a dope match, bro. It was still a dope match. I mean, at the end of the day, we're debating three dope matches.
Yeah, but if we talking about like guys like
and And he had a go ahead.
Well, their match on NXT was nothing like their match at Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The second match was nothing like the first match.
Yeah, the second one
was still fire.
And he beat Cena clean, which up until that point was unheard of.
So I'm saying, like, some of these dudes are being creative with their rematches and such. I just thought with the third, they could have did something different. That was my big gripe, and I didn't see why everybody had so much hype for that one when the SummerSlam one was way better.
And I thought AJ had a dope match with Brock this last go around. You didn't fuck with that match?
That was a good match.
Yeah, that was a good match.
I did, but I'll say it again. AJ's best match in WWE was him and Cena at SummerSlam. He has yet to duplicate that performance.
I mean, he had great showing, but
well, that's my
favorite match on WWE.
Like, all right, so what do you? All right, never mind. I'm about to go on.
But hold on. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. But let's finish up with Wrestle Kingdom. Like I said, Omega, Jericho. Like I said, back and forth, bloody match. You had table spots. You had Omega jumping off the little rafter, doing the double stomp onto the table. Then you had, Y2J breaking out tables, hitting them with massive chair shots. He threw him into the chair like 3-4 times. And if anybody caught the little moment where you see Kenny like trying to blade, I thought that was just funny because he really was like, it showed how how much he really wanted this match to have that type of moment. Like, it took him a minute to do that shit, but when he did that shit, that nigga was pouring. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, like I said, it just showed that it took it to another level in New Japan. It's something that Kenny does. Like, he did that with the first Okada match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did that in the U.S. match with Ishii.
Beretta?
He's doing it with this match. Yeah, Beretta, like, just stuff like this is like he's just taking it to another level. You know what I'm saying? It was, like I said, it felt like some 96, 97 type, you know what I'm saying, Eastern program, like more of a Western, you know what I'm saying, wrestling style shit they were doing. And I think that was more of Jericho's, you know what I'm saying, vision with this. He wanted to kind of bring that to it. Because we got to know he's not going to be able to, like, athletically be at that same pace as Kenny, but creatively he can be able to be at that same pace as Kenny, if not better. Don Callis had said something on Y2J's podcast when they were previewing this. He was just saying, he was telling Kenny that you're always carrying a lot of these guys and they're following your lead. This time I want you to sit down and listen with Y2J. You know what I'm saying? And if you really watch that match, he really was following a lot of Y2J's lead.
Do you think?
But in a good way. It came up for a great benefit. We're just gonna say that's
I was gonna say, do you think Chris might have gave him the look of the match, but the way that it went? Do you think he might have been doing that to show people in the E that Omega can customize to WWE style and make it look fluent?
Well, that really wasn't a WWE style, bro. You ain't gonna see none of that in WWE like that. Unless you had extreme rules, and I don't think they're going to ham like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that was more something for people to see Jericho do something more outside of that WWE bubble. You know what I'm saying? Which he excels to.
I'm just thinking Jericho might have been doing that to bridge the gap, maybe.
I think when he comes back, it's going to be a great way to kind of like build his character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People talking about that match, how brutal it was. He can come back with a angrier attitude. Like, it's so much you can take from this I keep saying battle, from this fight. That's what it was. So it was a fight. It really was. So like, to the point where like, you know what I'm saying, those V triggers is always busting a nigga up, son. He had them lips. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jericho leaking.
Damn.
It was a great match. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Omega hit the first. Like I said, he countered the first one-wing angel to the walls, and some of the walls that Jericho's were putting so deep. He brought back the Lion Tamer.
Nice.
He put his knee,
bro.
He put his knee on the nigga's head.
He brought back that line. It was disgusting, bro. It was great moments in the match that really had you hyped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he had him right in the middle of the ring too. Then, you know what I'm saying? Kenny ended up hitting, you know what I'm saying, the second one-wing angel, and he ended up grabbing a rope, like just like Okada did in the second Okada Omega match. And then he hit the final one on the chair and ended that shit. And it was like, man, like I said, great match, man. Great match, son. Definitely lived up to the hype. And then you had the IW. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely, you know what I'm saying, 5-star, whatever, how many stars you want to give it. Like it was an amazing match. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the championship match, which I thought was, man, I felt so sorry that they had to follow it, man. But they did their thing, though. I'm not going to take nothing away from Naito and Okada. They still did their thing, son. Like, they basically did the, you know what I'm saying, kind of went the injury route where Naito was going at Okada's neck that kind of got injured earlier in the year during the G1. Those neck breakers were disgusting, son. Naito had some of the nastiest neck breakers I've seen. Like, the ones he was doing to Ibushi in the G1, like the ones he was doing to Okada here, filthy, dog, filthy. But it was a good thing that they were kind of saying, like, it was a story of suddenness against athleticism. I thought that definitely showed well. Oh, yeah, he definitely should have won, man.
He's been on fire this year, man. He should have won this match.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Okada's their Roman. But real talk, they're trying to build him to be like. They're trying to build him to be like the new generation Japanese great. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the old school dudes. You know what I'm saying? The Inokis and you know what I'm saying, guys like them. They're trying to build him to be that next guy. Yeah, they're trying to build him to be that next guy. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys like Omega and Naito are just getting in the crossfire, man. But you see, Kenny got his own title. I don't know what they're gonna do with Naito.
I think they're gonna have Okada drop the belt to Omega. That's all Omega has left to achieve in the JPW. Getting the main belt from Okada.
I believe so, man. Like, cause this match was really great, dude. Like, and the way it man, like it just really had me bugged, son. Like, cause Naito is an amazing wrestler, an amazing character, like a different character. Like, he can definitely bring a new wave to the, you know what I'm saying, to that company, son. And I thought this match definitely showed that he could be able to still be there up there at a high level, you know what I'm saying, with anybody. He can wrestle with anybody, son. Like, and I'm not taking nothing away from Okada, because Okada is amazing in all these matches also, son. Like, let's say his athleticism is like, it's definitely like, just is like, I want to say like none other, but man, he's definitely up there with a lot of these guys. Like he like Omega and these AJ, like he can keep up with a lot of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the dudes I can say make some of these simple as moves like exciting in the way he does them. Like, you know what I'm saying, a drop kick, a flat jack. You know what I'm saying, a clothesline. You know what I'm saying? He makes these shit
a neck breaker.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, like I said, the Rainmaker won the match. He's still the reigning champ of, you know what I'm saying, New Japan. And Naito, he's from New Year's Dash. He's going up against Y2J. How you guys feel about that?
Shit, man. Y2J, fuck this nigga up, man. Yo.
It was rumblings of some beef before this. Like, well, all right, during the promos for Wrestle Kingdom, there was, like, you got to remember, this was the main event. This was the actual main event when they kept saying this was Kenny and Chris Jericho were the co-main event, but in reality they really weren't because whoever wins the G1 goes on to the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. That was the main event. It wasn't a co-main event. You know what I'm saying? But Omega and Y2J's match was so big that they promoted it as such, and Naito wasn't feeling that shit, and he spoke out.
He took it as
yeah, and he always speaks out about whatever he feels, you know what I'm saying, that's going on. You know what I'm saying? He spoke out about Kota returning. He spoke out about Tanahashi. He talks that shit. But Y2J responded, and he was, you know what I'm saying, talking his shit too, like who the fuck is Naito, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of accumulated the same way as Omega and Chris Jericho did. Some tweets, you know what I'm saying, some back and forth, and now you got this right here, the attack. Like, he did this all over again and got us raving about it.
Damn. Who you got winning that when it goes down? I mean, I got seeing as Jericho like to put the other people over, I got Naito winning. But it's going to be a fire match.
I don't know, man. Maybe he wants to just put the new talent over. I wouldn't be mad. Because he really doesn't have to get no wins in New Japan. Like, he's still going to draw without a winner loss. You know what I'm saying? Right. But just the fact this is like two of my favorite heels, dude. This is going to be entertaining. Very entertaining, son. Ooh. And like I said, Naito doesn't really need a championship to be the top guy. He's selling the most merch. Everybody loves him. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't have to win it, but, man, we want him to win it, man. We damn sure did. But, man, Wrestle Kingdom, man, amazing event. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, everybody that, you know what I'm saying, participated. Shout out to everybody that stayed up and watched the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's great to have it like that. You know what I'm saying?
2 hours of sleep watching that shit, B.
Yo, man.
I only got 2 hours of sleep.
But I just think it's dope that people, you know what I'm saying, try to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't know, I think that's fire. You know what I'm saying? But shout out, you know what I'm saying, to everybody that, you know what I'm saying, just made that event amazing. Another year in the books. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got some match of the year candidates out of it. It's gonna be hard to.
Two of them in there.
For real. Like, you just, like, I'd say 4 for real. Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, the IWGP title match, you know what I'm saying, the Fatal 4-Way match, Kota and Ibushi, Kota and Cody, and shit, man. Those are my favorite matches off the card. And I'd say, like, honorable mention, you know what I'm saying, the IC match.
Jay White and Tanahashi.
Oh yeah, well Jay White and Omega's going up next too. Yeah.
For real?
That's gonna be Omega and Jay White. That's gonna be the next one. So, all right. So we're gonna get off the wrestling after we're gonna get some battle rap shit. But after the whole Cody and Omega argument, Kenny was like, you know what I'm saying, I know what Bullet Club needs because they feel like they're getting, you know what I'm saying, kind of pushed to the sides and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, losing their limelight. They said they know what they need. You know what I'm saying, he was like, we need Switchblade. The Switchblade came out. He was going to have to give him a Bullet Club shirt. He threw the 2 sweet ups. Then he was like, he kind of did his like sign, which is like a like a little Hawaiian like surfer sign. It's kind of like that, but he kind of like he does it like he does a cutthroat thing with it. Yeah, but he does like a cutthroat thing with it, and then he did his finishing move on, which is like a kind of look like a reverse crossroads in a way, but he did that on Kenny Omega, and it's like he's basically the next setup for the IWGP U.S. title match, and I can't fucking wait, son. I swear. As soon as I was finished with the Tanahashi Switchblade match, I was like, yo. And then I see Kenny Omega one. I'm like, what the fuck is next for Kenny now? And I was like, this is the match. This is it, bro. They're going to be fired. I wouldn't be mad if they even give Jay White that shit, but this is going to be a great way to, you know what I'm saying, keep that title, you know what I'm saying, some good value to that U.S. title. So like I said, man, great event nonetheless, man. Great event nonetheless. Great setup for the future of New Japan. I can't wait. But man, let's get into some battle rap, man.